Hello and welcome to the Clever Fox YouTube channel. My name is Ilysse and today's video is going to be really fun for you to grab your planner and sit down and plan with me. This is a really exciting time of year because not only are we planning for the holiday season and reflecting on 2025, but we're starting to think about 2026 and what we'd like that to look like. In today's video, I have my Clever Fox disc-bound planner, and today we're going to be setting goals for 2026. I love a new year and the start of possibilities that anything can happen. It's going to be a really exciting year ahead, but I want to make sure that I'm dedicating time to my goals and really prioritizing different areas in my life. Make sure that you watch this whole video so you don't miss any of the planning and goal setting tips and tricks that I'm sharing today. Grab your pen and your planner, plan along with me, and if you're not yet subscribed to our channel, definitely click that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell. We've got a lot more amazing videos to come. Let's get started with goal setting. Goal setting is truly one of my favorite parts of planning because it's really the only area of planning that you can do some reflection and be really intentional. There's so much time in our lives that we don't have control over, whether it's work, kids' schedules, events, but there's a lot that we do have control over, and setting goals helps you determine how you want to spend the time that you have control over. So today we are going to set goals in all of our life areas for the year. Now, it's important to not be too much of a stickler when it comes to the annual goals because life does change and some things are going to come up and make things a little bit different. But setting the annual goals sort of sets the North Star for the year. And then as you go through, things may change quarterly or they may not. So one of the best things about disc-bound planning is that you can take the pages off the discs. And the way you're gonna do that is by pulling from the top and just coming down this way. You don't wanna pull them out. And what I really like about that is that we can shift this over and just write directly on the pages. So I pulled out 8 markers here because I just thought it would be more fun to have these be colored. These are Tombow twin tone markers. I like them because they have a bolder tip, and then there's also a fine tip. We'll put these as a link in the description of the video in case you want something, but truly anything will work if you want a color code. Of course, you don't have to. You can use your favorite pen or marker. So the first one we're going to talk about is health and fitness. So you may know if you've seen our videos before is that that's definitely an area that I struggle with. I made the decision recently that I'm likely going to sell my Peloton bike because I'm just not using it. And I decided that I wanted to join a gym. So that's going to be my first goal for the year, is to join a gym. I also want to reach my goal weight. And then another thing, and this is going to be kind of interesting, one thing I really struggle with is remembering to take my vitamins. And I'm also incorporating more vitamins into my routine. And so I need to be better about it. I think part of the reason I have trouble with it is because I know that you're supposed to eat vitamins on a full stomach and I eat at different times. One of the ideas that a friend had for me was to set an alarm for when my lunch break ends, because I don't usually eat breakfast, but lunch I do eat. So making sure that I have an alarm going every day that will remind me. So I'm going to write, just take vitamins. It's something I really need to be better about because not all health and fitness goals are related to weight. They're all different areas. It could be reaching a certain amount of steps per day, just getting out and being more active. So those are going to be my goals for health and fitness. Business and career is going to be a little bit different because I have 2 jobs. So one of them I'm going to write decide on work schedule. So at the start of 2025, I had talked about wanting to leave my corporate job and focus entirely on my business. That was put on hold pretty indefinitely. And in September, I shifted to a 4-day work week. So I'm working 20% less hours. I took a 20% pay cut, but I'm still on health insurance. My boss and I have talked a little bit about maybe reducing that further to a 3-day week, but I'm not entirely sure if that's something that's going to work or not. I need to really look at the numbers and crunch them and think about that. So business and career, we're going to decide on work schedule. I want to revise business plan, and then I'm going to write
monthly. Isn't this prettier with markers? It just looks nicer. Monthly pitches. Okay. Next up, we are going to do finance. I'm just kind of choosing random colors here. I usually do green for finance, but we're gonna do blue this time. So finance is going to be finish, wedding, savings. There are certain things for the wedding that I'm saving towards, and I wanna make sure that I get those finished. The next is going to be quarterly, accounting, and I'll put meeting here, just kind of abbreviated. So meeting with my accountant and seeing what I can do differently. And then I want to reduce monthly spending by 10%. If I can reduce my monthly spending by 10%, I will be able to add 10% more to my savings. And it's really something that I want to achieve. Next up, let's talk about personal development. So I think it's important in order to talk about personal development is where I didn't reach my goals in 2025. And my goal for reading books in 2025 was to read a book a year, 52 books, which was a huge drop from previous years where I've read over 100. I have not done as much reading this year as I'd like to. So we're going to drop the goal very drastically to 1 book a month. And hopefully that's something I can achieve. It's just a different phase of life that I'm in right now. Reading 1 book per month. I'm also going to write daily journaling and then work on, I don't know if this is really a word in the way that I'm writing it, but it makes sense to make, reactivity. I have been finding myself very reactive lately. I think it's a kind of a symptom of where I'm at in my life right now with a lot of stress. In this moment, I'm not stressed, but sometimes I'm finding myself very reactive and I'm really trying to work on that. So it's something I want to continue for next year. Now we have relationships and romance. So this is a very exciting year in 2026 because James and I are getting married in August. So one of these is going to be plan our honeymoon. Of course, plan our wedding. We are working on that. But we need to also plan our honeymoon. I want to do monthly date nights. And then the next one is something that is related to the wedding, but it also is sort of related to date nights, is dance lessons. So this is probably different than most couples, but I am a horrible dancer, horrible. James is a wonderful dancer, but we've talked about doing dance lessons before our wedding just to kind of help me find my rhythm and let him lead, because it is something that I am just so bad at and really want to get better at. Next up is going to be family and friends. So I'm going to write monthly friend visits. Our schedules lately, and this year in general, have been so packed that it feels like it's really hard to get together with our friends who are married and have kids, especially with like kids' schedules. Even my closest best friends, sometimes we both have to just look at our calendars and be like, well, what is this day? What is this day? When is the kids' nap time? Things like that. So I really want to be intentional. We just made plans with friends for brunch and their 2 kids, and I realized I haven't seen them since August, and we're in the end of November when I'm doing this right now. So I really want to make sure that we are dedicating time for that. The next one is going to be bachelorette party. I know that's wedding related, but it's also friend related, and it's something that I'm excited about. I'm pretty sure I spelled that wrong. I think it only has 1 L. I was focused on the 2 T's. So let me grab some correction tape. Oh, that's not what I need to cover. Okay. We're just gonna let that have a little gap. It's okay. It's not perfect. Plans are not meant to always be perfect. So bachelorette party. And then the next one is going to be more time with my mom. I feel like I haven't spent as much time with my mom this year, and I really love spending time with my mom. She is my everything, and I want to make sure that I'm being more intentional about reaching out to her to do things and get together. Fun and recreation. There's going to be a lot of fun and recreation next year. We not only have our wedding, we have my fiance's sister's wedding, we have another friend's wedding. There's some other trips that are coming up. So because all of those are really scheduled, I want to look for more local fun and recreation. This was also a goal of mine in 2024, but we're going to do local events and really look up local events on a monthly basis. The next one is I'm very into junk journaling lately, which is like sort of scrapbooking, and I want to look for a local junk journaling club. So maybe I'll just write like join crafting club, and that's really fun to me. And then I'm going to also write spring kickball. In the end of the summer, early fall, I joined my fiance's kickball team, which is a co-ed team. And while I enjoyed the camaraderie, I really struggled with playing kickball. I've actually never played an organized sport with a ball before. I was a cheerleader, I was a gymnast, and when the first game that I played kickball, when I got up to the base or the home plate, I guess, I found myself very anxious. I almost felt like I was public speaking, but in a way that it makes people really nervous. Like, I'm personally not nervous public speaking, but I felt like all eyes were on me. It was really intimidating, and it never got better. Instead of saying, okay, that was it, that's my season, I'm not, and by the way, I'm pretty good at kickball. It made my heart like palpitate. Instead of saying, that's it, I didn't like it, I'm not going to do it again, it's something I want to work on because I don't want to run away from the fear. I want to conquer the fear. Okay, the next one is spiritual. I'm actually going to cover up spiritual. I'm going to make my own category here. I think that with your planner, you should really give yourself the permission to set categories that are going to work for you. Not every templated category is always going to work for every single person. And while I am a spiritual person, one of the areas that I need more of a focus on is actually my home. I'm going to call this physical environment. So I'm just going to write that here. I didn't give myself enough space. Okay. So physical environment, in January of 2025, I did a really big house cleaning. And then my fiance moved in, and I feel that I've accumulated so much, not just him, but me, in the last year, that I really want to be better about what I'm bringing into the home and how I'm taking care of the home. There's also projects that we want to do. All right, so one of the big project, really the only big project, is to renovate a bathroom. And this is going to be more of a DIY project where we can. The next thing is that I want to do one room per month. So we're gonna write organize, one room per month. And the next thing is something that's been on my goals for a while, and I just have not done it. We haven't prioritized it, is new gallery wall. I have a gallery wall of photos, but it's all photos of me, my loved ones, my friends. James isn't anywhere to be found in there. But we got our engagement photos done recently, professional photos by the same photographer who's photographing our wedding, and this would be the perfect time to now put him in the photos. So those are the goals for 2026. Like I said, I am filming this in November, but it feels really good to start thinking about next year because so many plans for next year are already happening with our wedding and everything that it's really nice to start thinking about what I want my life to look like January to December. So if you haven't yet started thinking about your goals, even just take a sticky note and start writing them down, draft a notes app in your phone, anything that's going to help you think about what you'd like your year to look like. You can pick up this planner and all other planners over at cleverfoxplanner.com. If you're not yet subscribed to our channel, make sure to click that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell. We have a lot of 2026 prep coming up, and we're so excited about a really amazing season and year ahead. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon.